Just a brief introduction. My name, as you all are already aware, I'm Minal Agarwal. I'm a practicing chartered accountant. And I am here today to discuss about this very beautiful topic, which is called as the professional grooming insights for us, for women members, women chartered accountants. एक छोटी सी स्टोरी के साथ शुरू करते हैं. लॉन्ग बैक देयर वाज अ लकड़हारा. हम सब समझते हैं लकड़हारा क्या होता है. रोज जंगल में जाता था और लकड़ियां काटने का काम था उसका. एक हथौड़ी थी उसके पास. रोज उस हथौड़ी से अपने जंगल में जाकर लकड़ियां काटने का काम करता था. धीरे धीरे पहले दिन गया, दूसरे दिन गया, 10 पेड़ काटे, 20 पेड़ काटे. धीरे धीरे जैसे जैसे वो जाता रहा, उसके पेड़ काटने की संख्या जो है वो बढ़ती रही. 20 से 50, 50 से 60. कुछ ही दिनों के अंदर अंदर द एवरेज स्टार्टेड कमिंग आउट टू बी इवन 100 ट्रीज पर डे. बहुत खुश था, बहुत अच्छी कमाई हो रही थी, अपने जॉब से बहुत सेटिस्फाइड था. एवरीथिंग ही वाज वेरी हैप्पी. ग्रेजुअली ऐसे ही चलते 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 एकदम से अचानक से क्या होने लगा कि वो 100 का एवरेज धीरे धीरे करके वापस से 60, फिर 50, फिर 20 और 10 और इवन 5 और 2 पर आ गया, विच वॉज मच लेस देन वॉट ही स्टार्टेड विद. एंड ही अगेन नाउ देन गॉट वेरी टेंस्ड. बहुत ज़्यादा परेशान हो गया, कंफ्यूज हो गया. करूं तो करूं क्या, क्यों हो रहा है ऐसा. सोचते 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 परेशान होते होते अचानक से उसकी नज़र जाती है अपनी लकड़ हारे की, अपनी नज़र जाती है अपनी हथौड़ी पर, अपने हाथों की. एंड देन ही रियलाइज्ड कि उसकी जो हथौड़ी की शार्पनेस है वो ही नहीं रही है. सो इवन इफ ही इज़ वर्किंग एज हार्ड एज ही वॉज इनिशियली, then also he'll not be able to get as many number of trees, he'll not be able to cut as many number of trees as he was cutting initially. So the moral of the story over here is very simple, and that is कि जब तक हम अपने हथियारों को, अपने औजारों को, अपनी यूटिलिटीज़ को ब्रश अप और शार्पन अप करके नहीं रखेंगे, तब तक हम जितने भी हार्डवर्क करते रहें, जितने भी एफर्ट्स लगाते रहें, they'll all go in vain and they'll all not going to support the hard work, the strength you are putting in, and you'll not be able to get the desired results and the desired success. So here this session today is aiming towards brushing up all those skills, all those utilities. आपके सारे हथियारों को एक वापस से एक शार्पनेस की ज़रूरत होती है टाइम टू टाइम. एंड सेशंस लाइक दिस टुडे आर जस्ट अनदर मीन्स ऑफ डूइंग इट फॉर ऑल ऑफ यू ऑल. सो एज माई टॉपिक इज समथिंग विच इज ऑफ वेरी importance of each and every professional, each and every woman member, whether she is in practice, whether she is in employment, whether she is in business, whether she is even sitting at home, whether she is in teaching, anything or everything. So I really would love to address as many questions as I can with my limited knowledge and experience, share and enlighten you with. So please keep sending all your questions in between the session, post the session till 6 o'clock. I'm all yours, and I'll try, and we'll as a team try to answer and figure out all your questions. Okay, so some facts to be shared. 21% of the total chartered accountant comprise of women. Around 39 approximately percentage of total student community of chartered accountant comprises of female female students. So, and yes, of course, first time in the history of our country, we have 6 women cabinet ministers in our cabinet. And of course, the credits of the youngest and the eldest of the cabinet minister also goes into the hats of women members only, with Smriti Irani and Nazma Abdullah being the youngest and the eldest respectively into the cabinet. And of course, with the new Companies Act that's come up, we have women directors being compulsorily added to the board of companies. And on the opposition side, we have Sonia Gandhi, we have Mamata Banerjee. So as I commonly say that whether it is opposition or majority, चाहे सत्ता की बात करें चाहे विपक्ष की बात करें, शायद औरतों का ही बोलबाला चल रहा है. वुमेन डायरेक्टर्स की बात करें या फीमेल चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट्स की बात करें, हर जगह you see around yourself to these days and you get so empowered by the opportunities that are being created day in, day out for us. And in that regime only we have the Women Empowerment Committee coming in between and, you know, doing their bit also. So with all these positive things happening around us, I as a woman chartered accountant really feel and take this opportunity today, in fact, to request all my professional fellow women chartered accountants to take the maximum of all these opportunities, come out of their shells, come out of their, you know, protective environments, realize our importance, realize our strength, realize that women are different. Yes, they are different, but different means no less. Different does not mean we are in less. Different does not mean we are unequal. Difference does not mean we are in less as compared to any gender, any caste, any section, any religion of the society. So yes, we are different, but we have to respect this differenthood of ours. We have to make this difference our strength. Of course, we'll do it. So, coming to the topic, professional grooming. Before actually getting into the insights of the professional grooming, one really needs to understand what is the word grooming means. So the dictionary meaning of the word grooming means, in fact, there is an irony part over here. If you Google it up and if you ask the meaning of the word groom with dictionary, it will give you the meaning of a bridegroom. But if we add grooming to it, the meaning altogether changes. So, jokes apart, grooming. The dictionary meaning of grooming talks about something which is neat, tidy, presentable. It talks about something which is a treat to the eyes of the viewers. As simple as that, जो दिखता है और वही बिकता है. तो इसलिए ग्रूमिंग इज सिंपली जो आंखों को अच्छा लगे, जो आंखों को सुंदर लगे, जो आंखों को आराम दे और जिसको देखकर चेहरे पर एक पॉजिटिविटी छाए, उसको हम ग्रूमिंग कह सकते हैं. Now, if we connect this word grooming with professional grooming, so can we really understand the thin line of difference between grooming and professional grooming? Yes, there is a very big difference between these two terminologies called as grooming and professional grooming. एक चीज होती है जिसे हम कहते हैं पर्सनालिटी. पर्सनालिटी वर्ड को अगर आप दो पार्ट्स में डिवाइड करें तो इट बिकम्स अ पर्सन एंड इट्स एबिलिटी. तो एक पर्सन की एबिलिटी टू डू समथिंग बिकम्स इट्स पर्सनालिटी. ये था ट्रेडिशनल वे ऑफ डिफाइनिंग पर्सनालिटी एज यू कॉमनली हियर इट. I define it with my out of the box thinking, and I say it, personality is coming from the word persona, and persona is nothing but the space, the aura, the vacuum that surrounds a person, that gives you an individuality even before you enter a room. So persona is something, एक वैक्यूम, एक स्पेस जो आपके वजूद के अराउंड डेवलप हो जाती है, जिससे आपकी पहचान बनती है. And that persona is something which needs to be groomed more than your individual grooming. And so, as I said, professional grooming is very important, and especially for women. जवाहरलाल नेहरू जी की बहुत फेमस कोट है जिसमें वो कहते हैं, the condition of a nation, the growth of a nation, the growth of the nation can be measured through the condition of its women. By seeing the condition of a woman of a nation, we can figure out the growth of that nation. So that's another one very important reason for women professional grooming. So I said persona is something that needs to be groomed, and for that persona we need to understand कि जैसे पढ़ाई लिखाई, reading something to get to know how to, somebody who knows how to read and write is called as a literate, and the same person when knows how to apply those reading and writing skills in understanding and adapting those things into his lifestyle, he is called, from an illiterate he is converted to an educated person. So in today's times also what we now require is कि ग्रूमिंग भी वैसे ही है. ग्रूमिंग इज लाइक अ मास्टर्स डिग्री इन प्रोफेशनल इज लाइक अ मास्टर्स डिग्री इन ग्रूमिंग. जैसे कि हमने लिखना पढ़ना सीखा और लिटरेट से हम एजुकेटेड हुए, वैसे ही विद आवर ग्रूमिंग स्किल्स वी विल बी कंसिडर्ड एज अ प्रोफेशनल rather than just having just a degree holder. डिग्री होल्डर सब होते हैं, कुछ एग्जामिनेशंस को पास करके, कुछ सेट ऑफ एग्जामिनेशंस को पास करके सबको डिग्री मिल जाती है, पर उस डिग्री होल्डर से अपने आप को एक प्रोफेशनल में कन्वर्ट करने के लिए हमें प्रोफेशनलिज्म को प्रैक्टिस करना पड़ेगा, और उस प्रैक्टिस को करने के लिए वी नीड आवर ग्रूमिंग स्किल्स. We need to groom ourselves, we need to understand, realize, accept the importance of grooming into it. A, B, C, D करके, क, ख, ग करके किसी बच्चे को सिखाया जाता है पढ़ना लिखना, और धीरे धीरे वही अक्षर, वही अल्फाबेट्स से उसको वर्ड्स बनाना सिखाया जाता है, सेंटेंस बनाना सिखाया जाता है, पैराग्राफ्स, लिटरेचर्स, थीसिस, एनालिसिस, everything thereafter happens to those initial letters and alphabets only. So likewise only, professional grooming is a master's degree which is a accumulation of these alphabets into its practice. So आपको प्रेजेंटेबल कैसे बनाना है अपने आप को, आपको अपने आप का एक ऑरा कैसे बनाना है, इसी के बारे में सारी प्रोफेशनल ग्रूमिंग है. बहुत बार हम लोगों ने एक्सपीरियंस किया होगा, सब लोगों ने इस चीज़ को देखा होगा कि हम किसी गेट टुगेदर में जाते हैं, किसी सोशल ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में जाते हैं, किसी इवेंट में जाते हैं, किसी बोर्ड मीटिंग में बैठे हैं, किसी क्लाइंट प्लेस पे बैठे हैं, एंड कहीं से एक बहुत ही खूबसूरत सा, कॉन्फिडेंट सा एक पर्सनालिटी, एक नीट, टाइडी, गुड लुकिंग ह्यूमन बीइंग, एंड फॉर एग्जांपल अ वुमन एंटर्स इनटू दैट एटमॉस्फेयर, ऑल आईज ऑटोमेटिकली टर्न टू दैट पर्सन. Why does that happen? What happens कि ऑटोमेटिकली सारे आंखें, सारा दिमाग, सारे अटेंशन वो एक बंदा, वो एक पर्सनालिटी ग्रैब कर लेती है. The very simple reason is that हमारे आईज को वो देखने में अच्छा लगता है, और उस अच्छाई से एक ऑरा क्रिएट हो जाता है, एक स्पेस क्रिएट हो जाता है, और वो ऑरा अपने आप में इतना ज़्यादा इन्फ्लुएंशियल होता है कि लोग आपको बिना जाने, बिना पहचाने, बिना समझे, सिर्फ उस ऑरा से इन्फ्लुएंस होकर आपको अपने से सुपीरियॉरिटी पोजीशन में प्लेस कर देते हैं. और आप इस बात को बिलीव करेंगे कि उस अटेंशन सीकर गेस्ट का अगर एक झलक भी और एक स्माइल भी अगर किसी को मिल जाती है तो वो अपने आप को बहुत प्रिविलेज्ड और बहुत ऑनर्ड फील करते हैं. So if next time you also want to be that attention seeker amongst that mob, you'll really be finding some of the useful tips we are going to discuss now, handy and useful for being that attention seeker in times to come, in your gatherings too, and things to come. So now the very next important thing जो हमारे पास डिस्कस करने के लिए होती है वो ये होती है, जैसे हमने डिस्कस किया अभी, कि फर्स्ट इम्प्रेशन हमें कैसे क्रिएट करना है. बिकॉज इट इज़ वेरी राइटली सेड दैट यू नेवर गेट अ सेकेंड चांस to create a first impression. So the first impression is truly and extraordinarily the last impression, and that first impression is sometimes carried throughout your lives. पूरी जिंदगी वो फर्स्ट इम्प्रेशन का एक छाप ऐसी छोड़ जाते हैं आप किसी के दिमाग में कि अगर उसने आपको एक बार सुपीरियर या एक बार पॉजिटिव स्पिरिट के साथ ले लिया है तो बहुत कुछ एक्स्ट्राऑर्डिनरीली ऑपोजिट होगा, तभी वो उस इम्प्रेशन से और उस ऑरा से आपको अपने दिमाग से चेंज करेगा. अदरवाइज यूर ऑल set and go to be into his good books, into his positive books forever. And again, इसका एक और एग्जाम्पल हम इस बात से भी जज कर सकते हैं. The statistics says that in an interview, 80% decision of hiring or not hiring a person is taken by the panel of interviewers during those 15 to 20 seconds which a candidate takes to walk in from the door till the interviewee seat. I repeat, 80% of the decision of hiring or not hiring a person is taken by the panel of interviewers in those 15-20 seconds which an interviewee takes while entering into the door of that interview room till the interviewee chair. So that what is that? तब उसने आपकी नॉलेज को नहीं चेक किया है, उन्होंने आपके रैंक होल्डर हैं या नहीं है उनको शायद नहीं पता है. ही इज नॉट नोन अवेयर अबाउट योर रेफरेंसेज, ही इज नॉट अवेयर अबाउट योर about who you are not, about your knowledge. Nothing is he known to, but he is simply looking at you, he is simply characterizing you through your aura, through your looks, through the charm, through his eyes. सो आईज को प्लीज करना आप अगर सीख जाएंगे तो फिर आपका कोई भी काम नहीं रुकेगा, फिर चाहे वो क्लाइंटेज हो, फिर चाहे आपके बॉसेस हो, फिर चाहे इंटरव्यू पैनल हो, चाहे बोर्ड ऑफ डायरेक्टर्स हो, चाहे मार्केटिंग हो, चाहे बिजनेस हो, चाहे आपका इवन घर हो, कोई ऐसा काम आपका नहीं होगा जो आपका रुकेगा, क्योंकि आपको आर्ट ऑफ इन्फ्लुएंसिंग अदर्स आ जाएगी इफ यू आर प्रोफेशनली groomed. And through this art of influencing, there is nothing that you cannot do. You can be the bestest leaders, and you can have a long followers list in your regime, in your hat. So जब हम प्रोफेशनल ग्रूमिंग की बात करते हैं और लुक्स की बात करते हैं और फर्स्ट इंप्रेशन की बात करते हैं, तो फर्स्ट इंप्रेशन किसी का कैसे बनता है, कैसे उसका फर्स्ट इंप्रेशन पॉजिटिव बनाना है हमारे को, उसके अंदर कुछ इंपॉर्टेंट चीजें हैं. एंड दोज इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग्स स्टार्ट विद योर अपीयरेंस, एंड योर अपीयरेंस गेट्स कैरेक्टराइज्ड थ्रू योर क्लोथ्स, through the kind of clothes you are wearing, through the color combinations you are wearing, the type of fitting it is having, are they ironed or not, are the color combinations suiting your body type, your height, your weight, your body structure or not, are the footwear comfortable because it is going to harm or enhance your walking style. Then the bags, the accessories the females are carrying, the hairstyle you've done, the makeup that you've done, and then of course the confidence, the body language, the way you are walking, the way you are sitting, the way you are behaving. And of course, after these visible traits comes the way we are speaking, the way we are behaving, the way we are respecting others, the way we are getting the respect from others. And post that we'll also discuss about how the mental revolution plays, the mental grooming is an important part of professional grooming, spiritual grooming is an important part of professional grooming, work-life balance maintenance is how an important part of professional woman grooming. Okay, now हम एक बहुत सिंपल सी चीज के बारे में बात अभी हमने करी, that is from moving through literacy to being educated. आज की डेट में मैं एक और बात कहती हूँ कि gone are those days when simply being educated is sufficient. आज की डेट में now you are required, if you are really willing to be a part of the modern society, you are required to be called as something what is called as etiquetted. So your education needs to be combined with the etiquettes, social etiquettes, your professional etiquettes, and through this social and professional etiquettes combined with your education, your degree, you become a person who is called as an etiquetted person. And with technology playing its role, another part that we need to understand of professional grooming is from being etiquetted to being netiquetted. That is, with etiquettes we also need to have the technological grooming into our hats so that we can now be called as netiquetted professionals. That's the need of the hours. And so through the seminar way forward, we'll be taking some insights on how to be etiquetted and how to be netiquetted in today's era. Okay, so now सबने आप लोगों ने बहुत कॉमनली एक प्लांट है जिसके बारे में सुना होगा, which is called as a touch me not plant. That touch me not plant is basically famous for its reaction. That when you touch that plant, it reacts. The leaves जो होती हैं उसकी, they react, they churn or they open up. So that's why it is called as touch me not. And the same way, this proves that plant have a body language and they react through those body language. An average human being speaks about 100 words in a minute and thinks about 800 words in a minute. So if we compare these 100 words and 800 words in a minute, क्या हमने कभी ये सोचा है कि बाकी के 700 words in a minute जो हम लोगों ने सोचे और बोले नहीं, वो कहाँ गए? शायद कभी हम लोगों ने इस बारे में नहीं सोचा. ये 700 वर्ड्स जो हम लोगों ने सोचे और बोले नहीं, ये जाते हैं और फीड हो जाते हैं हमारे सबकॉन्शियस माइंड के अंदर. और सबकॉन्शियस माइंड के अंदर जाकर क्या होता है इन वर्ड्स का? दे गेट फ्लश्ड ऑफ, दे गेट रजिस्टर्ड, दे गेट स्टोर्ड. व्हाट हैपेंस? They come out like the touch me not plant. They also come out, and they come out in the form of your body language. So what happens is, कई बार आप बोल नहीं रहे होते हैं वो, बट आपका चेहरा वो बोल देता है जो आप शब्दों में नहीं बोल रहे होते हैं, बिकॉज वो बाकी के 700 वर्ड्स जो आपके सबकॉन्शियस माइंड में जाके फीड हो गए, वो आपके चेहरे से वो चीज़ बुलवा देते हैं, वो आपकी बॉडी लैंग्वेज से वो चीज़ बुलवा देते हैं. तो हमारे को ना सिर्फ अपने बोले हुए शब्दों को ग्रूमिंग करने की ज़रूरत है, पर उन 700 वर्ड्स की भी ग्रूमिंग करने की ज़रूरत है जो हमने सोचे और हमारे सबकॉन्शियस माइंड के अंदर जाकर फीड हो गए. सो इसीलिए हम कहते हैं कि द थॉट नीड्स टू बी ग्रूम्ड एंड नॉट जस्ट द स्पोकन वर्ड्स, राइट. जब लुक्स की बात कर रहे थे, क्लोथ्स की बात कर रहे थे, तो देयर वर लॉट ऑफ क्वेश्चंस विद रिस्पेक्ट टू द कलर कॉम्बिनेशंस, विद रिस्पेक्ट टू व्हाट वन शुड वेयर एज फार एज द प्रोफेशनल क्लोथ्स आर कंसर्न्ड, अ प्रोफेशनल लुक फॉर फीमेल्स इज कंसर्न्ड. Almost all of the chartered accountants who've qualified must be aware of the fact that even the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India is prescribed or has prescribed a dress code for even the female chartered accountants, and very clearly and universally accepted professional dress code are the professional blazers and trousers with a professional shirt. Ties are not a mandate in India for girls to wear professionally, so you can or you cannot, you can also wear it and you can avoid wearing it also. As far as the color combinations are concerned, there are 3 to 4 very basic colors with which you can never go wrong, and they are black, white, blue and grey. So these are the 4 colors which can never make you wrong as far as your professional dress up is concerned. People who are short-heighted should avoid wearing stripes and checks. Rather, they should go for solid colors. Being summers round the corner, we should always prefer to have lighten colors in our upper body and darker shades with our trousers or our lower body. This will definitely enhance our summer look and gives us a more pleasant and eye-soothing touch, both for us when we are wearing and for our viewers who are going to address, whom we are going to address. So as far as the color combinations are concerned, we've tried to discuss the dress code. We've tried to discuss one very important thing which is generally comes up when we talk about women wardrobe or women professional grooming, and that is Indian wear accepted as a professional dress or not? Because a lot of times we've seen female members unnecessarily forcing themselves to get into western wears, considering that's the only resort for professional markup or for professional impression creation, even if they are not very comfortable wearing those clothes. So my very humble and sincere suggestion to all of them is that throughout, not even just India, throughout the world, Indian traditional sari and salwar kameez is accepted as a professional dress code. So if you are not comfortable wearing the professional the western blazers, trousers or skirts or dresses, it is not required to forcen up yourself to get into these dresses if you are not comfortable. Right? But the only call over here is, with salwar kameez, carrying a dupatta becomes an essential for making it look professional. Okay, so next, moving on to the accessories part, that is, I'll just quickly look up and cover up all these things, because these slight things makes it important and makes your charm, makes your aura different from others. A very common mistake that's seen with people is, with girls especially, is the way they carry their bags. It is a must for every female members generally to carry an handbag, and a very common mistake that is being done is carrying the handbag in the right hand. Right hand for people who are right-handies, of course, or vice versa accordingly. Right hand is the hand that you use to network, right hand is the hand that you use to write, right hand is the hand that you use to shake hands with people. So whenever you're going, if you're having your bag in your right hand, you'll not be able to shake hands, or probably if you try to do that, your bag will go into the hands of the other person you're shaking hands with. So in order to avoid such kind of situation, it is always taken as a rule that you should carry your bags and whatever materials as far as it's possible onto your left hand, keeping your right working hand free for all the rest of your tasks. The bags one should carry, of course, the color combination of the bags should also play a very important role. Again, black being the neutral and black and white being the neutral color, color play a very soothing, color to go up with any sort of a wardrobe and any sort of a color combination or any sort of a dress that you are wearing. In terms of jewelry also, one should be very sure that you should understand the difference between dressing up in with your jewelry for an official or a professional occasion and for a social or a personal occasion. So please be very sure that especially the hands, especially the rings, the common mistake that we do for when we go for an official meeting, a client meeting, a board meeting, or for an interview, that is idealistic. Ideally what is acceptable is one ring into 10 fingers, or if for marriageable reasons, if we have to have it, then the reasonable and the last resort is to have one ring in one hand, that is 2 rings maximum in your 10 fingers. So please, next time if you are having a lot of rings into your hand, with due respect to the religion, with due respect to the marriageable concerns, one should try to pay attention to the jewelry as limited as it can be possible. The tops, the earrings, the rest of the things into our neck, all have to kept to be as subtle, as precise, as short, as tiny as it is possible. Right? And then one very important and very commonly asked question is about the makeup. People generally are of the impression that keeping it natural is always better when it comes to professional, or when it comes to official, or when it comes to something some official purposes. But I tend to differ over here, and I tend to say wearing makeup is a must when it comes to professional or sort of an influencing position whenever you are going. But you need to understand that there is a very thin line of difference between wearing a makeup and overdoing a makeup. So for professional makeup, you need to understand where to draw that thin line of difference, and you need to keep it as simple, sober, just in order to give you an even and a smart, charming look, so that you are ready to influence others. Right? Okay. So once our looks are done, our clothes are done, our color combinations are done, and then we've done something on part of our accessories also. Another very important point: if you're wearing a trouser, and if you're accompanying a socks with your trouser, please always make sure that the color of your socks and the color of your trouser are matching. We've seen a lot of time, people are wearing white color of socks as a uniform color, irrespective of the color of the trouser. So that's a big no in the professional etiquetted world. So you have to keep the color of the trouser and the color of your socks matching with each other. Okay. Now moving further with respect to our looks, I think I've done my part. If some questions are still unanswered with respect to your personal things, please feel free to send them across to us through your screens. Another very important part as far as professional grooming is concerned, and that is, in this world of our profession, we simply follow this concept of learn, then unlearn, and then relearn. GST आ रहा है, direct tax code शायद आ रहा है, then we have the new Companies Act that's coming up, we have the revised Schedule 6 that's coming up, we have the new service tax regime to understand and follow. So hell lot of changes in all our streams, in all our specialized. We have the IFRS coming up, the convergence is required there, we have transfer pricing coming up. So there are a lot of new things that's coming up into our professional world, and which really needs entire revamping with all the things that we've learned so far. So as I said, we had to first learn all these things. Now we have to unlearn all the things that we've already learned, and then now we have to relearn the things that are now coming up into our profession with all these new concepts. So for all this, the second most important part of your professional grooming comes out with the knowledge part, comes out with the conceptual part, comes out with your thoughts. So once if you are able to create an aura with your looks, the next important part is as soon as you speak, not just the way you speak, the confidence that you speak up with, not just the body language that you speak up with. The next very important part of influencing others or of building up a professional grooming is the content on which you are speaking, and that content relates with brushing up with your skills, brushing up with your knowledge, brushing up, as I said, हमारी हथौड़ी जो होती है वो constantly हमारे को sharpen up करने की ज़रूरत है. तो for brushing up with your professional and your knowledge skills, there are again a lot of ways. Women chartered accountants definitely have a backfold when it comes to, you know, biological leaves, biological breaks that they have to take due to maternity, due to their family commitments and all. So because of all these things, yes, we are bound to fulfill all our biological or our psychological, all our family commitments. So one cannot really say that because of them we are, you know, we are no more no good. But we need to understand, accept them, utilize them, and then we need to move ahead. And for that, in today's times, we really have a lot of examples, we really have a lot of utilities in our hands through which, even if we have our profession, even if we have our family commitments, and even if we are required to take a break, we can brush up our grooming and we can keep ourselves abreast with those changes with. And that is through the social media networking sites. Through Facebook we can connect with people, through LinkedIn we can connect with people, we can do our self promotion things so that we can create an aura, we can create an influence. Through the various apps, smartphone, Android and Apple, we have, everybody is having these days iPhones and Android phones. सबके phones में apps की facility है. So I request all of you all not to just restrict your apps to WhatsApp and Facebook and LinkedIn, but also utilize those applications with applications of pronunciation, dictionary, newspaper applications. We have the law applications, we have the Companies Act applications, we have the institute's own applications now. So these applications, and through internet and through Google, the world is into our hands, the world is into our hands in the form of our gadgets, and there is nothing that we cannot learn, there is nothing that we cannot be in touch with. So please indulge yourself into these reading habits, indulge yourself into attending the seminars, and through these webinars we are even crossing that limit of, you know, being physically present into an arena. Into an arena. So all these things really will make you brush up, will really help you keep abreast with all your skills. आज की डेट में, जैसे कि हमने अभी पहले भी बोला कि just being educated is not enough, netiquetted होना भी ज़रूरी है. I'll add on to it over here and I'll say, बहुत सारे लोग मेरी इस चीज़ से अग्री करेंगे, बहुत सारे आपके ऐसे क्लाइंट्स होंगे जिनके साथ जिन्होंने आपको कभी नहीं देखा, जिनसे आप कभी नहीं मिले. बहुत सारे आपके ऐसे कोलीग्स होंगे, people who are working into cross border organizations, who are talking to them day and night, who are exchanging emails with them day and night, but शायद वो किसी से कभी मिले नहीं होंगे. बहुत सारे ऐसे लोग होंगे जिनका आपने एक इम्प्रेशन अपने दिमाग में बना रखा है, एक सीनियरिटी, एक इन्फ्लुएंस अपने दिमाग में क्रिएट कर रखा है, जिनसे शायद कभी आप मिले नहीं हैं, शायद सिर्फ फ़ोन पे बात करी है, या शायद सिर्फ ईमेल्स एक्सचेंज हुए हैं, या शायद सिर्फ हम फेसबुक पर कनेक्ट हुए हैं उनके साथ. सो इसीलिए मैं कहती हूँ कि आज की डेट में नॉट जस्ट द विजिबल ग्रूमिंग इज रिक्वायर्ड, बट इवन द इनविजिबल ग्रूमिंग इज रिक्वायर्ड, so that even if you are not being seen to somebody, you are able to influence that person through your non-visible grooming tricks. And those non-visible grooming tricks in profession talks about your email etiquettes, it talks about your telephone etiquettes, it talks about your social networking sites etiquette, it talks about your do's and don'ts with technology and information technology media. Okay, so if we have some questions with respect to email etiquettes or with respect to some telephone etiquettes, I again welcome those questions coming my way. We need to understand the basic concepts of CC, we need to understand the concept of BCC, we need to understand the concept of answering into a trail mail, we need to brush up with what is called as spam, what is called as a junk mail, we need to understand how to send an attachment, what to send as an attachment, what not to send as an attachment, how big an attachment should be, how to manage our inbox, how to use labels, how to, reply to an email, how to add a signature to an email. So these are some basic tools. Gone are those days when these tools were considered to be an add-on, a feature into your CV. These days, these have become the necessity. Any person who's not aware, who's not netiquated, is as good as an illiterate person. So a person who's not having computer literacy is actually considered as an illiterate these days, because even if you don't know how to read and write, Google can teach you that. But if you don't know how to open a Google and how to use Google, you're actually an illiterate. So you really need to be netiquated. You actually need to brush up with all your skills. CAs के लिए commonly कहा जाता है कि they are masters here. They are a bundle of knowledge when it comes to their mind, when it comes to their knowledge. But when it comes to getting those knowledge out of their heads in the form of presentations, in the form of communication, in the form of speaking, in the form of presenting their knowledge, they end up into a mess. That's because they are lacking with their communication skills, they are lacking with their grooming skills, they are lacking with their visible grooming traits. So we really need to come forward with more of such seminars where we can interact, come up with our limitations, come up with our weaknesses, understand our weaknesses. Because देखो, लॉ हमारे लिए कंपनीज एक्ट बना रहा है, इंस्टीट्यूट हमारे लिए वुमेन एम्पावरमेंट कमेटी बना रही है, गवर्नमेंट हमारे लिए रिजर्वेशंस कर रही है, लॉ एंड गवर्नमेंट एंड एवरीबडी इज डूइंग देयर बिट. मे बी दे आर डूइंग इट अ लिटिल लेट, बट they've started and they've taken the initiative. But unless and until we understand our individuality, unless and until we respect our individuality, unless and until we respect the strength which we have in ourselves, and we come forward and we pledge and we take this challenge and challenge that हम अब आगे आएंगे, and no more we'll be taking the back end jobs, and no more we'll be just doing the household or the back end professional work also in our offices, but we are ready and we are prepared to come forward and take the front end seats and take the front end jobs. एक सर्वे के अकॉर्डिंग इट इज़ वेरी राइटली सेड एंड वेरी वेरी एविडेंटली प्रूव्ड दैट कंपनीज जिनके बोर्ड पे फीमेल फीमेल मेंबर्स थे, पीपल और कंपनीज विद women representations in their boards have performed well, have performed better than people or than company who were not having female representation onto their boards. So this means, कहते हैं ना कि हर उंगली बराबर नहीं होती है, हर एक हाथ की उंगली का साइज स्ट्रक्चर डिफरेंट होता है, और वो साइज और स्ट्रक्चर हर उंगली का अपना एक अहमियत होती है, हर उंगली की अपनी एक इंडिविजुअलिटी और ज़रूरत है. एंड द कॉम्बिनेशन ऑफ दीज ऑड फिंगर्स व्हेन कंबाइंड टुगेदर मेक अ स्ट्रॉन्ग हैंड. सो लाइकवाइज वी वुमेन आर ऑल्सो individuals, we are different, we are different than the rest of the lot, but that different, as I said, does not mean we are unequal, does not mean we are less. That simply means that we are different in terms of our creativity, our biological differences there, our psychological differences are there, our strength differences are there, our creativity differences are there, and we should understand and take these differences into a positive manner so that we can be into limelight and we can do and achieve all what we can and we are expecting to. Okay? बहुत ग्रेजुअली कहा जाता है, बहुत कॉमनली कहा जाता है, दिस दिस फेमस बुक ऑल्सो दैट men are from Mars and women are from Venus, जिसका सिंपल मतलब ये है कि men and women have biological difference. बहुत कंसेप्चुअली जब हम वुमेन एम्पावरमेंट की बात करते हैं, वुमेन ग्रूमिंग की बात करते हैं, बहुत कॉमनली ये एक मिथ और एक कॉन्ट्रडिक्शन ऑफ थॉट होता है. देयर आर लॉट ऑफ वुमेन्स व्हिच रियली डिफेंड दिस कंसेप्ट ऑफ डिस्कशन ऑफ वुमेन एम्पावरमेंट. दे से व्हाई डू यू वांट, व्हाट इज द कंसेप्ट ऑफ वुमेन एम्पावरमेंट. दे से व्हाट इज द आइडिया बिहाइंड वुमेन एम्पावरमेंट. दे से हु इज सेइंग अस टू बी ट्रीटेड एज अनइक्वल. वी डोंट कंसिडर आवरसेल्फ अनइक्वल. वी डोंट वांट एनी रिजर्वेशंस. वी डोंट वांट एनी स्पेशल privileges, because we don't consider ourselves as unequal or less privileged or something, so that you should give us some sort of an special importance. I completely agree here with some of the points of such such thoughtful people also, and say that yes, हमें अंडरस्टैंड करना पड़ेगा कि हम लोग डिफरेंट हैं, बायोलॉजिकल डिफरेंसेस भी हैं हमारे अंदर, सोशल डिफरेंसेस भी हैं, थॉटफुल डिफरेंसेस भी हैं, और उन डिफरेंस को एक्सेप्ट करते हुए हमें अपने आप को ग्रूम करना होगा। उन डिफरेंसेस को अपने लिए अपॉर्चुनिटीज़ बनाना पड़ेगा, चैलेंजेस बनाना पड़ेगा, देन ओनली वी कैन actually achieve the targets we want to achieve in our lives. एक और इम्पॉर्टेंट प्रोफेशनल ग्रूमिंग की टिप आप लोगों को देती हूँ कि जैसा देश वैसा भेष। कई बार अब जैसे हम लोग सेमिनार्स में कहीं किसी बुक के अंदर, किसी आर्टिकल के अंदर कुछ चीज़ें पढ़ लेते हैं कि ये कि प्रोफेशनल ड्रेसअप का मतलब ये होता है, सोशल ड्रेसअप का मतलब ये पहनना चाहिए, वो पहनना चाहिए, एंड वी ब्लाइंडली फॉलो दैट, बट देयर इट इज़ ऑल वेरी रिलेटिव, इट इज़ ऑल वेरी डिपेंडेंट ऑन अ लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स. सो they say ki when in Rome, do as Romans do. So when you're wearing something, you have to relate it with the occasion, you have to relate it with the company, you have to relate it with the atmosphere, you have to relate it with the need, the ambience, the aura you are going to address to. So accordingly you have to change yourself, accordingly you have to groom yourself. Then we've discussed a lot about the looks, we've discussed अच्छा एक और चीज़ एंड अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट चीज़, बहुत सारे टिप्स हमने दी भी हैं, हम आगे भी देंगे, आगे आप लोग और ज़्यादा ट्रेनर से भी आप लोगों ने सुनी होंगी, बट एक ऐसी टिप देती हूँ जो बाकी सारी टिप अगर आप भूल जाएं या आप गलत कर जाएं या यू मेस अप विद ऑल दोज टिप्स और ट्रिक्स समवेयर, सो उन सबको कवर अप करने के लिए एक बहुत सिंपल सी टिप है, एंड दैट इज़ द पावर ऑफ स्माइलिंग. So even if you end up into a mess with the color combination, with your dress code, with your confidence, with your body language, with your speech, anything that can, and the only resort to mending all those things is through your smile. एक छोटी सी स्टोरी भी है इसके पीछे, मैं शेयर करती हूँ. We have time, we can share. एक विलेज था, वहाँ पर लोग बहुत परेशान थे, जंगल था, वहाँ पर एक बोलते थे एक मॉन्स्टर है. उस मॉन्स्टर से द विलेजर्स वर वेरी अफ्रेड, वर वेरी फ्राइटेंड, एंड दे वर वेरी ट्रबल्ड विद दैट मॉन्स्टर. तो बहुत कुछ उन लोगों ने ट्राई किया उस मॉन्स्टर को जो है वहाँ से भगाने के लिए, बट एवरी टाइम दे यूज्ड टू ट्राई, दे यूज्ड टू फेल. लोग वो विलेज छोड़ कर जाने लगे. तो उनकी प्रॉब्लम्स को देखते हुए एक छोटा सा लड़का सामने आया और उसने ऑफर किया कि मैं इस मॉन्स्टर से जाकर लड़ता हूँ और आप लोगों को इस मॉन्स्टर से छुटकारा दिलाता हूँ. एवरीबॉडी गॉट वेरी एस्टॉनिश कि ये छोटा सा बच्चा, जहाँ इतने बड़े बड़े लोग कुछ नहीं कर पाए, ये छोटा सा बच्चा जो है ये क्या करेगा. उससे पहले जितने लोगों ने ट्राई किया उन्होंने वो मॉन्स्टर के ऊपर लकड़ी फेंकते थे, एक बड़ा सा पत्थर आता था, वो मॉन्स्टर के ऊपर एक छोटा सा पत्थर फेंकते थे, एक बड़ा सा पत्थर आता था, एक छोटी सी लकड़ी फेंकते थे, एक बड़ी सी कुल्हाड़ी उनके ऊपर लगती थी. तो उस छोटे से बच्चे ने क्या किया, उस छोटे से बच्चे ने मॉन्स्टर को एक छोटा सा सेब ऑफर किया और वहां से मॉन्स्टर ने एक बड़ा सा सेब जो है वापस फेंका. उस छोटे से बच्चे ने एक अशर्फी मॉन्स्टर की तरफ फेंकी, वहां से अशर्फी का पूरा एक पॉट जो है वहां से फिक कर आया. उस छोटे से बच्चे ने मॉन्स्टर को एक स्माइल दी और मॉन्स्टर खूब खिलखिलाकर हंसने लगा. द मॉरल ऑफ द स्टोरी इज वेरी सिंपल कि जो हम सोसाइटी को देंगे वैसा हमें वापस मिलेगा. अगर आप सोसाइटी को प्रॉब्लम्स देंगे आपके पास और बड़ी प्रॉब्लम्स आएंगी. अगर आप सोसाइटी को स्माइल देंगे आपके पास और बड़ी बड़ी स्माइल्स और गुड विशेस और वेल विशेस वापस आएंगी. सो स्माइल इज वन वे थ्रू विच जितनी भी प्रॉब्लम्स होंगी आपके, जितने भी मेसअप्स आप कर लें, जितने भी ऑड सिचुएशंस में आप फंस जाएं, स्माइल इज वन वे ऑफ रिजॉर्टिंग योरसेल्फ इनटू द मोस्ट फ्रॉम द मोस्ट डिफिकल्ट सिचुएशंस. इट कैन गेट आउट फ्रॉम ऑल दोज थिंग्स. ओके, एक और इम्पॉर्टेंट चीज़ होती है प्रोफेशनल ग्रूमिंग की जब हम लोग बात करते हैं. व्हेन वी टॉक अबाउट स्पीकिंग, अ लॉट ऑफ टाइम्स लोगों के कुछ मिथ्स होते हैं, दैट इज कि इंग्लिश स्पीकिंग इज कंसिडर्ड टू बी अ प्रोफेशनल स्पीकिंग और एन ऑफिशियल स्पीकिंग, एंड पीपल हु हैव अ प्रॉब्लम इन स्पीकिंग इंग्लिश और पीपल हु हैव अ फ्लुएंसी प्रॉब्लम विद इंग्लिश, दे फील दैट दे आर नॉट फिट and they lowered, they get, their confidence get lowered, their stamina gets lowered, and उनको automatically एक nervousness और एक depression आ जाता है और एक inferiority complex अपने अंदर develop कर लेते हैं just because they feel that we are not able to speak English. Yes, of course, universal language है English. Yes, of course, universally, globally accepted language है English. And I'm in no ways trying to say that not knowing English is a resort to you. But at the same time, I'm trying to say that ऐसा कुछ नहीं है कि अगर आपको English नहीं आती है तो you cannot be a good professional, you cannot be, a good speaker, you cannot be a professional representer. So English is no barrier to your communication for sure. Okay. So बहुत geographical, biological surroundings, हमारी अभी तक की growth, हमारा educational background, हमारा family background, बहुत सारी ऐसी चीज़ें होती हैं जिन पर dependent होती है हमारी grooming, हमारा thought process, हमारी सोच वहाँ से उपजती है क्योंकि वो हमारा background होता है. तो but according to our professional needs, we need to work out on all those background traits of ours and get rid of all those problem and myth areas there, so that हम उन myths को अपने लिए challenges के अंदर बदल सकें. काफ़ी बार फीमेल चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट्स की ग्रूमिंग के अंदर एंड स्पेशली द कम्युनिकेशन पार्ट व्हेन दे टॉक अबाउट एक बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट प्रॉब्लम आता है, दैट्स अ जेंडर शेयरिंग, gender shyness. When female wants to interact with a male or vice versa also, when males want to interact with females, ice breaking becomes a little difficult. Who should do that? How should do that? So that shyness factor comes in between when you are talking about an ice breaking session. So उसको handle करना is the most important thing to handle, because जब तक आप वो पहली सीढ़ी क्रॉस नहीं करोगे तब तक आप कुछ आगे अचीव नहीं कर पाओगे. And for that there are certain suggestions that I have, and very simple suggestions are, सबसे पहले तो आपको ये समझना होगा कि opposite sex के लोग जो हैं वो कोई भूत नहीं होते हैं जो आप लोगों को खा जाएंगे. Yes, with co-education coming into stream from the school level, from the nursery level only now, parents have started sending their kids to co-ed schools. That's one way of addressing this problem. With the newer generation, this problem is gradually decreasing. But yes, of course, this problem is still there, especially in areas, in the less developed areas of the country, जहाँ पर अभी भी co-ed education is considered a taboo. So for all those places, first of all, you have to understand कि the world is a social world जिसमें दोनों लोग होंगे, दोनों genders के लोगों का equal importance है. Second way of coping up with this problem is forming a group of girl individual friends of yours and traveling and going and attending some places like this in a group. जब आपके साथ एक ग्रुप में गर्ल्स होती हैं तो आपका थोड़ा सा कंफर्ट जोन बढ़ जाता है, और एक a group of 2 girls or 3 girls feel more comfortable in talking to a man rather than a single girl going and talking to a man. So that's one way through which you can begin those ice breaking sessions. Another way of that is understanding and talking about all these things with the closest male member you have, in the form of your father, in the form of your bosses or colleagues. Okay, so that's another way of taking care of your female shyness factors. So next is I think we've tried to sum up with all those things. Last में बस एक बात बोलती हूँ, जब मैंने शुरू में बोली थी कि जो दिखता है वो बिकता है. Please brush up with your grooming skills, come out with your grooming skills, because अगर वो हम नहीं करेंगे तो we'll not land up with anywhere. जितना बड़ा सोच सकते हैं उतना बड़ा सोचिए, जितना बड़ा अपने आप को assume कर सकते हैं उतना बड़ा सोचिए. Aim for the sky so that at least we land up into the stars. All the best to you. I welcome you all for all the question answer session, if I can answer some. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Minal, for a really scintillating session. We had 2 great very sessions. Madam Salochna and Minal brought out the best issues which could be addressed on the problem. I hope you go home more enlightened. Before that, some very quick questions. One is a question from Minal's father, M.K. Agarwal. How does power of subconscious mind is essential for professional upbringing?
The power of subconscious mind, there's this famous book also from this professor who says the power of your subconscious mind, and which talks about subconscious mind एक ऐसी जगह और एक ऐसी चीज है जहाँ पर जो आपने फिट इन कर दिया वो जिंदगी भर आपके लिए काम करेगा. जो आप सोचते हैं, मैंने अभी कंक्लूड उसी चीज से करी, जो आप सोचते हैं वैसा आप बन जाएंगे। और अगर ये आपने अपने सबकॉन्शियस माइंड के अंदर रोज फीड करते रहे आप कि हाँ मैं एक अच्छा प्रेजेंटर बन सकती हूँ, मैं एक अच्छी लीडर बन सकती हूँ, मैं एक प्रोफेशनली ग्रूम्ड एंटरप्रेन्योर हूँ, एक प्रोफेशनली ग्रूम्ड वुमेन चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट हूँ, तो आप जरूर वो बन जाएंगे। बिकॉज सबकॉन्शियस माइंड के अंदर जो फीड होता है वो ऑटोमेटिकली आपकी बॉडी लैंग्वेज के थ्रू, आपकी स्पीच के थ्रू, आपके एक्ट्स के थ्रू, आपके डीड्स के थ्रू बाहर आता है। So that's the importance
Thank
of
you, Minal.
subconscious mind.
I am reminded of your old Hindi love song कि हर क्षण हर जगह सिर्फ तुझे ही सोचता हूँ. If that is in your mind, you always succeed. Subconscious mind is a mind which always makes you passionate about something, and whenever you do another course of life, it will always be in your mind and train you to that aptitude. Now, something on dressing. Nisha Kannan asks, in case of footwear, is it necessary that it should cover the toes?
No, really not. Footwear में basic rule that we follow is the comfort level. Wearing heels or no heels, covering the toes or not toes is irrelevant. Wear something that is suiting to your height, and more importantly that gives you a comfort level so that you are walking confidently without slouching, without flopping here and there.
Very good. We have 3 minutes left now. One question from Deepika Gudgutia, she says, what should be the makeup in regular office days?
As I said, there's a thin line of difference between wearing a makeup for your official purposes and over makeup. So you need to understand that a light eye makeup with a light lip makeup and a complete, a subtle foundation to yourself, which gives you an even look, is good enough for your daily office.
And there is a saying that beauty lies in beholder's eyes. So largely, how people look upon you, what is the level of respect, always designs and defines
Definitely.
what you wear. I can only give an example that if Madam Salochana wears an artificial jewelry, looking at her status, people will feel that it is a pure 24 karat gold. A question from Dimple Lakhani, how about wearing kurtis and Mangal Sutras for married ladies?
I understand, and with due respect to the Indian tradition, to the Mangal Sutras, yes, of course, one should wear it if you have a family and if you have a religious or if we have our mythological references attached to it. But as I previously also mentioned, Indian wear is completely okay as far as the the professional dressing is concerned. The only thing is the kurti concept is a new modern way of putting it into it, but that's not acceptable. आपको अगर Indian wear पहनना भी है तो सलवार कमीज is acceptable, that has to be accompanied with a dupatta. Only then it is considered to be a professional.
So ladies and gentlemen, all good things in life have to come to an end. Before I say goodbye to you, it is always word power. It is always how you perceive and conceive makes the difference. A son visited her mother in the old age. She was on the deathbed, about to die. Doctor said, you have come at the right time. She will not remain more than 2 hours. The son touched her mother's hand, asked, what is her last wish? She very candidly gave her wish. She said, son, I want that if some fans can be put in the old age. The son couldn't take it. He said, mother, doctor is saying you may not live more than 2 hours and you want me to put the fans? She said, son, whatever time I had to spend, I have spent. I want you to put these fans so that once your son sends here, you are not uncomfortable. Ladies, life is an emotional outburst. Grooming yourself, being technically quotient is very important. But along with that, family is the most important asset which we have. We need to understand one thing very clearly, that in our earnest to go ahead, for more greener pastures, we need to sit back, relax and ensure that all in our family are being taken along. Wish you a very great weekend ahead. Thank you, and we'll be in touch. And before I say goodbye to you, on 14th June we